Hey guys, it's Destiny back with another video, and you're watching the Decimania channel on YouTube, your destination for all things professional wrestling. Today's Tuesday, which means it's time for another TNA Classic pay-per-view review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Victory Road 2012. But before we get into the review, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any new content, all that fun stuff. And let's get right into the video. Kick it off with James Storm taking on Bully Ray. Bully came out and basically asked that his match with James Storm for later on that night be at the beginning of the show. So James Storm comes out, beats him in like a couple minutes. We had an interview from Austin Aries. Eric Bischoff decided he was going to play backstage interviewer and take over from Jeremy Borash with this interview. The less said about this, the better. We had Austin Aries versus Zuma Ion for the X Division Championship, which Austin Aries retained. We had Samoa Joe and Magnus defending their tag team championships against Matt Morgan and Crimson. Crimson would turn on Matt Morgan this night, and Magnus and Joe would retain their tag team titles. I believe Crimson and Morgan would have a match at Lockdown, I think, if I'm remembering that correctly. Bobby Roode, he was interviewed backstage about his match with Sting later that night. Let's see, we have the Robbie E. Invitational Open Challenge, or whatever it's called, and he was like, there's no one in the back that wants to face me because there's no one that's contractually able to face me. And then Devon walked out and beat him in a matter of minutes for the television championship. So Devon would walk out as the new television champion. We had Gail Kim versus Madison Rayne for the Knockouts Championship. Gail Kim retained. Pretty good match. AJ Styles and Mr. Anderson took on Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. Styles and Anderson won. I believe this was Anderson's first pay-per-view match back in a while. Probably since Bound for Glory, isn't it? Wasn't he out for a couple months, I think, with an injury? But we had a backstage interview from Kurt Angle. On his upcoming match with Jeff Hardy, which Kurt ended up winning. That match was pretty good. Jeff Hardy versus Kurt Angle. Angle wins this match. The main event we had what? Oh yeah, by the way, the James Storm confronted Bobby Roode backstage during his interview, and that Bully Ray versus James Storm match was for the number one contender spot. So Storm got the title shot at Lockdown. Bobby Roode versus Sting in a no-holds-barred match. They were taking questions from Twitter, or fans on Twitter. So, that happened. Roode won the match, so this is scary. Roode put a chair in the ring, and Sting didn't know that the chair was being brought in. He goes for the Scorpion Death Drop or something, and then he freaking hits the back of his head on the chair. And Bobby wins the match. Dixie Carter comes in, tries to stop him, and he ends up putting his hands on her. Thought that was kind of uncomfortable, but Sting gets up, tries to fight him back, save Dixie. Rude hits him with a chair, and then he continues to intimidate Dixie until the show goes off the air, which is interesting. This is around the time I actually started watching TNA on a weekly basis. So, yeah. It's a fun pay-per-view. Liked the tag team match on here. I liked the stuff with Storm and Bully. It was pretty good. This main event was really good. Hardy and Angle was good. Rest of the card, I didn't really care for that much, but, I mean, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I liked the AJ and Anderson Daniels Kazarian match. I liked that one. But the rest of the card was It was fine. But I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. That's your Victory Road 2012 pay-per-view review. Let me know what you thought of it. Next week we'll be doing probably Destination X pay-per-view, and then another one of those, maybe, or Victory Road, and then we'll move on to Lockdown in the month of April. So, we'll see you guys later this week. Might check out AEW tomorrow night, depending on how I'm feeling. But I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your night. Peace. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.